Vera sat frozen before her mirror, barely breathing, her reflection a stranger staring back. She studied herself the way someone might examine a broken artifact, gently but with an aching sense of loss. Fine lines, faint but insistent, etched their way across her once radiant face. She looks older than her 37 years, much older. Her lips, once full of laughter, now drooped at the corners. The glow that used to draw eyes in the room was long gone. In its place, dullness, weariness, a face carved by too many tears and far too little joy. She blinked slowly, as if each thought came with weight. Her self-worth had long since slipped through her fingers like grains of sand. She no longer felt beautiful or worthy. Then came the ringtone, a sharp, jeering sound that yanked her back into her present. Jackson, of course. It was Valentine's Day, the one day a year he pretended to care. 4 years together, 4 Valentine's days. And yet, in those 4 years, she had swallowed 1,000 heartbreaks. Insult whispered, shouted, hauled, apologies never made, love never shown. She had met Jackson at 33, an age where people stopped asking if you were in a relationship and started asking why not. He was charming back then, magnetic even. He made her laugh, made her feel sane. She let her guard down, she let herself believe, and then he let her fall. No, not just fall. He threw her down with a kind of force that shatters things. She'd been lying in the wreckage ever since, emotionally bruised, mentally exhausted, physically numb. But she couldn't walk away, not anymore. Not at 37. The clock wasn't just ticking, it was roaring. She didn't want to carry her father's name anymore. She didn't want to be Miss Vera at work, at weddings, at reunions. She wanted to be someone's wife, his wife, Vera Jackson. She whispered it aloud, almost startled by the way it sounded. For a fleeting second, she thought she saw a glimmer in her eyes, a softness, a dream. She even imagined a smile forming. Could this be the day he finally asked her to marry him? She glanced at her ring finger, still bare, still waiting. Tonight maybe he would slip a ring onto it. Maybe he would kiss her with meaning, not obligation. Maybe this year's Valentine's Day wouldn't end shame. But the ghost of past Valentines whispered reminders. Last year he had cotton drum cursed at her in front of strangers, left her to bear the shame alone. She had pulled him out of that restaurant like a child, humiliated, hollow. The tears stung her eyes, but she swallowed it. She was tired of crying. The bitterness returned to her mouth, that familiar metallic taste of disappointment. She was used to it now. Still, maybe tonight would be different. She leaned closer to the mirror, searching for that spark again. It wasn't there, just tired eyes, dark and empty. She sighed. Maybe she had only imagined the joy. The phone rang again. Jackson again. She didn't pick up. Instead, she began dabbing foundation onto her skin, trying to blur the fine lines, hide the pain. She had no strength for another argument. He probably was calling to say he was close, or to remind her not to make him wait. She shook her head as if trying to physically banish the memories. There was no time for feelings, not today. She needed to look perfect, to be perfect. She needed to survive tonight. Because Jackson would be here any minute. And when he came, she didn't want to feel the fire of his anger. She was already burning from the inside out. Like for the next part. Follow for more. Thank you.